You know guys, as a kotor fan, it's really hard. There are many questions that keep me awake at night. Why isn't there a KOTOR 3? When is the KOTOR remake going to be released? And who is the best Star Wars wife in Knights of the Old Republic? This question has been plaguing the KOTOR community since the dawn of time. But today, in this video, we will solve the mystery for good. And to nobody's surprise, at the bottom of the list, we have Juhani. Now, I have nothing against cat people or people with different sexual orientations, but there really isn't much to her character. Sure, she has her tragic backstory of her parents dying on Taris, and she was often enslaved at a young age. But other than that, she's a mostly bland character. She mostly keeps to herself and lacks the dynamic with the crew, other than a few interactions she has with Canderous. It's quite unfortunate though that she wasn't able to be flushed out as a character as she was added quite late into the development. So unfortunately for Juhani, she finds herself at the bottom of the list. Number 6 on the list, we have Mission Val. Now, I really do appreciate Mission Val's help in the early stages of the game whereby we are trying to escape Taris, and she does have some fun interactions with Karth, Bastila, and Zelba. But after that, she seems to be thrown in the sidelines. Though if you do play the dark side and then you do kill her, and that's about it. I also do not have to state the fact that she's underage, so going for her is a complete no-no unless you want the FBI to come knocking on your door. Though if you do play Star Wars The Old Republic, you could, theoretically, get into a relationship with one of her descendants, Fett, who is actually voiced by Catherine Tabor as well. Up next, we have Mira. She's hot and has this sassy energy around her, no doubt, and she's a redhead. Though she does want to keep her distance from you, that's for sure. She is definitely not waifu material because she seems to have some commitment issues. It's best to keep the things between you two professional. After all, she's a bounty hunter, and it appears that she will need to travel the galaxy far, far away to the edges of known space and to wherever the Force leads her. In the end, I just feel that she's not really one for commitment and she would definitely have other priorities in mind, so she goes to number 5. And in the middle of the list, we have our favorite old lady Kreia. Now, I know many of you would probably want to crucify me for not putting her in the top of the list, but even she admits that she's beyond the age for that kind of thing.
None taken.
She's a good teacher and a motherly figure for us all, so please don't take anything into that Sweet Home Alabama direction. So as much as many KOTOR fans may see her as the best Star Wars waifu, it is disrespectful in my eyes to rank her as such, because she's an elder and we shouldn't take her into that direction. Besides, there are plenty of other options on the Ebenwalk for you to choose from, so Kreia shouldn't be an option. In the third place, we have Brianna the Handmaiden. Not for reasons that you guys would think of, though I give you that she's really attractive and I like the fact that she remains half naked on the ship. That being said, she's quite naive, having been sheltered in that frozen academy on Telos for so long, meaning that she doesn't really understand a lot of things. Though I do admire her desire to learn from the Exile and to protect him. The revelation of Atrius's true colors is a significant breakthrough for her as a character, as she renounces her past to follow the Jedi Exile and the Jedi Way, which is something I do enjoy. And at number 2, we have Bastila Shan. No argument here, since she's the OG waifu, being the only female character available for romance in the base game. Her classic fall to the dark side and redemption by love is a memorable part of the game. That, and I do enjoy the many moments you get to tease her. Additionally, I do find that the themes are one of the best in the game, arousing a sense of longing and love that I can't really explain. But of course, I still feel that it's a very cliche good guy wins plotline for her, so I wouldn't really put it at the absolute top of the list. And at the top of the list is Visa's Mar. Her classic line, "My life for yours," sums it up. Carrying many wounds, both physical and emotional, Visa's Mar is a gift that keeps on giving despite her scars. She sees hope in the exile, that there is still something worth living for. She still finds room in her heart for love, and I feel that this is something we can all strive for. I feel that no one else on this list displays the kind of maturity and sacrificial love that Visa's Mar has. And that is why I adore her, because no one else is going to give up their life for you except her. And that is why Visa's Mar wins the place as the best waifu in Knights of the Old Republic.